Tell Bishop better late than never.
I'm telling you, man.
He's here. See him down there. Sorry, Don.
Where you been,
I
man?
just got in La La Land. This is gonna sound silly.
No, we.
For whatever reason, I was like, well, the game starts at 7:30. We need to leave about 6:30 to go. And it hit me as we're pulling in the parking lot. I was like, they ain't played at 7:30 for 10 years.
No, we're good, man. I ain't said a word yet. So, but this is wrong, by the way. I just got to looking at it. And look at it. First of all, I printed this off of Scoreboard Live. We were supposed to have it. And they don't even have nothing on there.
So, actually, I don't know if we can guess. We'll listen to J. Paul sometimes, maybe wrong.
Yeah. Well, here's what we can do is, well, we can scan that thing down there that has the roster on it, I believe.
I pulled up the school website that last minute. I had it on a reminder on my Outlook. I mean, I didn't leave work until 10 after 5.
Yeah.
And when I pulled it up, it had all the names but no numbers.
Oh.
And I was like,
Yeah, on the actual website?
Yeah.
I know.
Well, crap.
I know, and it didn't come on right at 6:45, and so, hello, where are you? You know, oh, there you go, let's go Wildcats. And I was like, these people. I don't know, J-Paul plays. That is a pretty good sunset right there.
Yeah, it is.
Looks real good on the board. Well, I guess there's no way to. But at nighttime when it's on, then
Why? It's mean.
the old one we could turn it down. I didn't know if that
Just let me know. I like that shirt. That shirt, thanks, man.
Yeah, I know. That's a pimp. Look at him shoes.
Man, you know.
With the old school logo. Got the pimping with the old school logo.
Is Evan still out? Do you know?
Huh?
Is Evan still out?
Oh, I don't know. Man, I don't know
Seems
either.
like I heard he was going to be out. I don't either. I missed last week. Last week.
I know. I missed the dead gum busy. I had 4 police cars go down this week. We knew.
Go down this week?
Yeah. And, well, not all the same week, but one of them been down for 4 weeks, but then 3 others been down this week. Oh, we got the new uniforms on tonight.
Oh, it did. Was there a shooting in Trumann last week?
Sunday.
Did they die?
No, not yet. No, he's probably going to be all right. He's going to be shot in the face.
At least the news didn't blow it up. I never even seen anything on the news.
Jay's called me 3 days later about it.
Did he?
If they don't call about it,
I don't need it. They don't ever put us in a good light.
no, ever.
Anybody I know or?
The Bobby Watson Jr. who was his name. And he won't tell us he did it. He's paralyzed from the waist down. Shot him in the neck, hit his spine, and went out of the shoulder. Yeah, he's not telling anybody. Man, I hope this is better than last week.
Yeah. Hope Honest got a chance to win it all.
I did. That quarterback was healthy. Jeez, who's going to stop him?
I mean, their only loss is
Or Nettleton. I watched that game.
Stud.
And they only lost by 3. That game. I watched it. It was awesome.
They said the Portageville New Madrid game last night was one for the ages.
Oh, really? They play on Thursdays?
They must be finished up with.
Oh, okay.
They do. I think it must be the last week of their season. I know it is. Yeah, it's the last week of their season. Oh, thin crowd tonight.
The probably
Full, but it's thin. Yeah, I thought so. They didn't travel
the band.
They said they had Dean Norris earning the change. That's perfect for Blytheville. He's out there over there.
Jeez. Yeah, I seen him over there.
You're gonna play night golf tomorrow?
I don't know. Maybe. I've got to work. brick house, but I got to MC that thing all day.
I think Lori never gone to it. I'll probably go up there.
Yeah, you're one of the sponsors. Lori is too.
Probably
I got to announce that. They gave man, I got me a whole book. There's like 47, 48.
I knew I heard Cameron say 40 something.
Yeah, I got to be up there at 8 in the morning.
Lydia's coming down. I mean, Lori gonna go up there. Yeah, that'll be an all day deal for you.
I know.
Those things never run on time.
I know. Well, here we are, Kevin. It's Friday night. We got Blytheville in town. They're about to do the run out.
It is good to be back home. After a couple weeks on the road, Gosnell, Pocahontas, two of the better teams in Class 4, two of the better teams in the conference, and I know these Wildcats are happy to be back home. We got perfect weather for it, John.
Right, yeah, and I believe Blytheville brings in a 5-2 record. They're a good football squad. And Trumann is sitting at 3-4, but hopefully we get a win tonight at home. We only have 4 home games this year, so we need to win every one of them at home. We
do, and I know we were both talking. Hopefully, Evan is back tonight. We'll know soon enough, but he's a big part of that offense. Big part of the defense.
If he's going to play, he's going to be carrying that flag out. That's what he'll be right in front carrying the flag, number 5. Yeah, he was out.
These Wildcat fans are on their feet.
Here they come.
And they're about to take the field.
Here they come.
Do not see Evan at the front of the pack.
We are sporting our new uniforms for the first time. These uniforms have been on order for a really long time. And this is going to be the first time that we've been able to wear them. They represent the old gold, which a lot of people here in town love. And I'm being one of them. I love the old gold, and got the black pants with the old gold stripes, say Wildcats down the side, and then Evan's out there. He's ready to play.
Good.
Got the pink on tonight. Also, it is October. Every October we remember those that have had cancer, not just breast cancer, but all types of cancers these days. That's why you'll see some pink splattered about in the uniform. But man, it's good to be back. It's good weather. I mean, the sun went down, a beautiful sunset, and we're ready to play some football.
We are ready. And the Wildcats, we talked a little bit about the last 2 weeks. I mean, Pocahontas, you and I were just talking before we went on air. I mean, they've got a legitimate chance to win it all. I mean,
they're really good.
Once-in-a-lifetime really player that's coming through there that's going to probably break the state record for touchdowns. All-state as a junior, obviously going to be all-state as a senior, and then Gosnell just loaded up this year as well. I mean, they're traditionally a good football team, and
yeah, they were I looked at the standings this week, and Gosnell was they weren't in the top 12, but they were an honorable mention. And Pocahontas being at number 6, but I think they're a lot better. It seems like those they get a lot of the center of the state. They get a lot more coverage than Northeast Arkansas. But Pocahontas, they're a good football team. We are too, but they took it to us last week. Looked like an onside kick to start out, and going to be recovered there by Blytheville. I'm going to try to watch. Okay, we know we have an issue with audio. Us saying what happened before it happened. So I'm going to try to watch the game on the screen. So I don't know what happens until you know what happens. So
it is difficult.
So it's difficult. We're here at the game. We want to watch the game, but we'll do the best we can not to get ahead of ourselves, like we're predicting the future. So
I don't know if old Amy Henderson's out there watching us tonight. She usually does, but Amy did me a favor today. Picked up a spare tire for me in Olive Branch, Mississippi, or South Haven, Mississippi, I guess. Her and Fish were traveling down for a baseball camp tomorrow. So Blytheville will snap the ball here, and we'll see what kind of offensive
shotgun. They got 4 receivers, looks like 3 receivers. Handoff is going to pick up
well covered.
A couple yards, well covered there. They do have a heavy run game, but they do run out of the spread, so they'll spread it out and throw it around a little bit too.
Well, and they're going to get the first flag of the night, I guess, false start or illegal motion against the offense. Blytheville will have speed. They always have speed. You know, a lot of these guys, I'm sure at least a handful of them are going to be on the basketball team, and they're projected to be one of the best teams in the state this year in basketball.
Yep.
They've got a 4-star D1 recruit that's about 6'9".
They're always good at Blytheville, whatever sport they play.
Ball snap.
They're
Good. I'm ready.
Hey, they're covering that
Defense
run
good.
right there.
So two plays with not much yardage from the line of scrimmage, so it's going to bring up second and about 20, 19.
We got some of the fastest defensive backs in the conference, and it looks like they're recognizing that. But as soon as that safety, which is currently Jake Osmond, as soon as those safeties start to creep down a little bit, they may throw that ball around. Looks like they're going to throw here.
Yeah, right here early.
They had him in the backfield. They got him. They got him. Nice play right
Carson Smith back there on
Yeah.
part of the crew on the sack.
So
Matthew Swan in on the sack as well. So it's a big start for the defense for the Wildcats.
Good start right there. Good start. Looks like they third down and long.
That scoreboard calls it 3rd and 24, and another penalty on the Blytheville. So they're going to back them up even more. It's going to be 3rd and forever.
It's a good start. That's Kevin, that's the kind of start we needed after last week. Not playing real well in the first quarter, and this is the kind of start we needed. We got to start fast. Looks like the coaches got them prepared for this high flying offense of Blytheville.
Well, and this game could have home playoff implications.
Another flag. That's going to be another false start. This is going to be 3rd and forever.
3rd down and 34.
3rd and 34. We don't have a whole lot of 3rd and 34s
No.
in the playbook, I wouldn't imagine. They're probably just going to try to get a big chunk of this, but
give your punter breathing room. Looks like Wildcats bringing the blitz with the linebackers.
he does. He throws it down there. So overthrows going to bring up 4th down and really long, 4th and 34.
Just watching, I could be wrong, but it looks like maybe the screen is keeping up with the game a little bit. If somebody can message us in and see if it is delayed, but at least on that
Kevin,
play.
you're just wanting to watch the game live. I know how it is.
It's hard. I'm watching both.
Yeah, on that throw, I wasn't sure the where the ball was, and it hadn't caught up. The camera hadn't caught up with it, but we as we say this every time. If you guys have never taken in a game here at the RMC Stadium, you're missing out. We have the best facilities in Northeast Arkansas, and we are super proud of them. That's the punt on 4th down.
Wisely,
Just gonna let it
having
go.
to let it roll. Gavin Greenwell was back deep.
Yeah, there's no reason. They just run off the field. There's no reason to try to field that. Blytheville was all over it. Wildcats have good field position taking over. We'll see what this offense has in store for us.
We've talked about it all year long, but lots of weapons in that backfield. You've got the senior Murphy Williams, the senior Eli Evett. Parks McNair gets into the mix sometimes. Jake Osmond.
That's
You've got
Mr.
Cade-
TH. It's Mr.
Mr.
THS.
T. Yeah, reigning Mr. THS.
Mr. THS Parks McNair, number 15.
Cade Hatton back there that's got some wheels. I mean, just all kinds of options.
All right, here we go. Looks like they got the box loaded up, either showing blitz or Murphy's going to take the ball. He's going to run it. Maybe pick up 3 or 4 yards there.
Murphy's about as good as they get at following his blockers. I mean, he'll break big plays, but because he follows his blocks a lot of times, gets up in the seam, and
he's a very, very patient runner. Brings up 2nd down and 7. Picked up 3 on that first down. Direction after he's gonna go to the opposite field. I think he got anything there.
Yeah, it might have been a busted play there. There was an awful lot of white jerseys on this side of the field, not a lot of black jerseys.
The way that our offense runs, it really tests the patience of that defensive line, because you never know when they're going to snap the ball.
Or who's getting it.
Yeah, or who's getting it. And the offensive line, they all put their hand down at the same time, and a lot of times that creates movement on the defensive line. And you'll see whoever's in the backfield with it. Coach Phillips don't call them quarterbacks; he calls them all tailbacks. So you'll see whichever, both of them have their hands out, and you don't know which one the ball's going to. And
Wildcats take a timeout here early. They want to talk about it.
Yeah, it's going to be third and 9. He lost a couple of yards on that last run, and we'll see what he got dialed up here for third down.
Yeah, we got a lot of game left, but probably a smart timeout. I mean, this is kind of a big 3rd and 9. Your defense has just performed well and stop them. If the Wildcats could come out and score, it sets the tone early,
that's right.
That's exactly what you want to do in a home conference game.
I'll tell you who we're going to miss tonight is 22, Gavin Morgan. Looks like he's standing there. He's always he contributes big on offense and on defense, and he's out tonight, and that's gonna hurt us, I think.
Oh, I think you're definitely right. Gavin needed so much up the middle on defense, playing middle linebacker, but like you said, even on offense. Yeah. He's one of those guys that may get the ball 3 times a game, but it's going to be for 20, 25-yard carries.
Right,
I mean, just big plays. So we'll see what they dialed up during the timeout.
We know the scoreboard is kind of blurry there. 9:04 left in the first. Still 0-0. Looks like it's going to be a handoff to Cade. He's going to get up about 4 yards.
Well,
bring up fourth down.
This could be a fourth down. You go for it. I mean, our punt team, it's just a little pooch kick, so you don't pick up a whole lot in the way of yards, so you might as well go for it.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, in the way that our defense stood strong in that first series, I don't see any reason why we wouldn't go for this. It's getting too close to playoffs not to go for these things.
I agree.
Looks like that's what they're going to do. They may throw this one around. He's trying to draw them offside. Again, they have to stay disciplined. They run by Murphy. Not going to pick up the yardage.
No, just Blytheville came up big there. They stuffed the hole. They
got 7 people in the box right there. So I mean, they know that we like to run the ball, and we run the ball. So they were there for that one. So turnover on downs for the Trumann Wildcats. Blytheville Chickasaws take over at the 42-yard line, 1st and 10. The Wildcat 42. There'll be another run. We'll get about 5 yards there for the Chickasaws. Bring up 2nd down. They play fast.
Yeah, they do. Big hole on that play, and he picks up the first down, it looks like.
Yeah, that's going to be enough for a first down. That'll be the
flag.
Sorry to say that's the first down of the game, but
hold. Is that 4 or 5 penalties?
They got there's
we'll take it.
A lot of hankies on the field tonight. Back to the Wildcat 48. That backs them up, so it's going to be 2nd and long. 2nd and 16 looks like. It's a high snap. Give it to the running back.
Another big play by the defense.
Right there at the middle, he just got a few yards.
Gavin Greenwald all the way back from the safety position in on that play. Jake Osment, Justin Price.
Yeah, the safeties out there, they're playing center field, and they see where the ball's at, and they go get it. Be a pass. Looks like he's back for a pass.
He had him in the backfield, but still
runs him out of bounds. Going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, still brings up 4th down. And I take Gavin. Of course, it's in his blood. But the one thing I'll say about that kid, he is a hustling machine. I mean, in basketball, he will hustle. He'll get on the ground after a ball, and it's the same thing. I think as a sophomore, he earned some playing time because of his hustle.
Yeah, he's tough too. The away games, I get the privilege of standing on the sidelines. I get to talk to those guys, and man, I remember at Goswell, he was limping off, and his knee hurt the entire game, but he never quit. He never gave up. He's a tough kid.
Tougher than his dad, no doubt.
Absolutely tougher than Burton. That's a pass in the middle. That's a great play right there.
And that receiver feels that. Cade hadn't put it on him.
You know, and that receiver knows when he goes over the middle. That's a Levin read there. Levin knew that when he was going across the middle, there's a chance that's going to happen. You know, you're going to. And Gavin runs off, and that may have stung him a little bit.
Yeah.
Too. I don't know what happened to him, but he wasn't. I don't know if he was in the play or not. But it looked like he's running around there. Maybe got stung by somebody else, but. That was a great hit by Cade.
Yeah, Cade said, welcome to
Trumann. Oh, you want to run across the middle, that's the chance you're going to get.
Another tough one we got back there, and we get him back next year, him and Jake Osmond both, and Gavin, both, all three juniors.
Yeah.
Evan with his first carry of the night.
Yeah, it worked. First carry of the night. Good to have Evan back. We missed him last game. He was injured. And he's back playing, running the ball hard. That's one thing we like about Eli Evitt, or as the coaches call him, Worm. He likes to run the ball hard, and he's hard to tackle.
Second and long 9, basically 10. And they're packing everybody in the box. We're going to try to burn them here in a minute.
Yeah, when they have 2 linebackers and everybody else is in the box, there you go. I guess you just run to the side. It looks like it's going to pick up a first down. Cade hadn't.
And I'm going to tell you, I like everybody we got back there, but Cade, he just brings an extra spark. Man, when he's got the ball in his hands, he just makes plays.
And, he's small in stature. And that a lot of times those kinds of players are hard to tackle for these big guys. Yeah. They just can't. It's just like chasing a little kid, not a little kid, but he's a little guy, so it's just hard to tackle, and they can't get their hands around him. And
he's so elusive.
He's so elusive and shifty and fast. And man, I'm telling you, he's brought a lot to our team this year. We got a timeout or something going on.
Official timeout. They may be wanting to make sure the chains are set. The Wildcats with a little ball movement on this offensive drive.
Yeah.
Defense has come up big.
They picked up the first down of the game between either team. So just now. So we'll.
I expect the deep ball any time.
We'll get one out there in a minute. Another run up the middle. By Cade again up the middle.
And you feed.
It's
feed
working.
Your producer, yeah.
He's getting some yards, and that's working for now. But when those safeties are all the way down like that, they're quick though. They're quick. They're running. They're going to run with our receivers, but they have to be quick when you got 7 people in the box.
Yes, you do. So it's going to be second and about 7, 6, 7. Scoreboard says 7.
There goes Evitt with a little spin move. He's going to get 6 yards up the middle.
So Justin's showing us, if you were here at the stadium, they've got the instant replay going on the scoreboard, and that's neat for fans to be able to watch, especially on a good run. Evitt had a pretty good play there. So Parks McNair comes out of the game again. The reigning Mr. THS.
Mr. THS. Congratulations to Parks and Mrs. THS. Autumn New, the cheerleader, heavily involved in school activities. Going to be another handoff to Cade. He's going to cut it. He's got the first down and more.
Yeah.
Again, they're having a hard time tackling. He's so elusive. He's hard to tackle.
Well, and if you'll watch Cade, when he gets up in those holes, and that's part of being elusive, but he knows how to turn his body. I mean, you'll see him kind of turn sideways to pick up an extra yard or two, and he's another one just tough as nails.
Just in the last few plays, he is the well. We go back to the well on him, and every time we need big chunk yardage, he's getting it on that outside run. Murphy took it out to the right-hand side. He's going to get tackled pretty quick. They picked up a yard on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
McNair will run the play in. Looks like Murphy will get a breather. No, Murphy's going to come over and get the play. I thought we were making a substitution, but McNair in the ball game. Murphy, the general in the backfield of that slew of running backs we have. And Murphy's got an arm here. I mean, he could put that ball in the end zone if he had to.
We got a receiver spread out wide here. This may be the pass we're looking for. Yep, he's back to pass. He's going to be short pass. He got it from Park.
On his face mask, I don't see a flag, but I may be biased, but it sure looked like he had a hold of his face mask as he went down there. But 3rd and 5, that's what you want. 3rd and short.
3rd and short. Here we go. I don't like to call plays, but this is probably going to be Eli Evitt up the middle with that little spin play he does.
Well, you got 2 chances at it here. There's no doubt we're going for it on 4th down right here. So, yeah, you're right, Evitt.
We can get, because it's kind of over to the right side. That's the side he likes to go to. He tried to get him to jump. And offside.
Yeah,
he got
offside.
him.
I didn't know if they were going to get us for
first down.
A little movement. I mean, it was legal what we did. But
I love it. I love that. That's old dummy play.
Yeah.
He got him with the clap. There we go. Hey, those are easy first downs right there. All right, here we go. We're almost to the red zone.
Well, we ran a lot of time off the clock. 2:24 to go here in the first quarter, and offsides again.
They got it. That referee never started the play clock, and Blytheville's letting him hear about it.
It wouldn't have mattered much as quick as they jumped off sides, but
you got to start the play clock. They never started the play clock. I don't know if the ref didn't start it. The play clock never started on that. I don't know if the ref didn't chop it or he didn't click it. Okay.
You won't mind me saying that's Pastor Williams down there.
That's Pastor Williams. That's Pastor Gary Williams. He's running. He still hadn't started.
We get yelled at in junior high games.
They would be yelling right now. He looked like he started that one. There goes Kay again.
Yeah, man, he can
there he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Yeah.
Good run right there by Cade.
Cade came to play tonight.
He came to play. He gets money from his dad. He's trying to make his dad go broke. He's trying to make Ray go broke this year. And I hope, I'll be honest, Ray, I love you, but I hope you go broke too, because that means Cade scoring touchdowns.
Ray, I do know a good banker.
Yeah.
You end up needing to get on that side of it.
Absolutely. All right, here we go. 1st and goal for the Wildcats. 1:56 left in the first quarter.
We got 2 split out to the right side of the field.
Probably going to run this to the left. Right up the middle for Evitt.
Did he get in?
All the way down to the 1-yard line.
Say he's down at the 1.
Didn't look like he ever went down to me, but second goal from the 1. They're going quick, and they'll probably jumped offside, or false start. Sometimes that happens. You start to go quick down there, and not everybody gets set.
It's going to be 2nd and go, but you definitely would rather have 2nd and about 3 instead of 2nd and about 8. This would be 2nd and 6. So I guess we were on the 1, 5 yards back, so 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Well, you got 3 downs to get it here if you need it. So
we'll let Jake Osmond in the game. We may be throwing this.
We'll see what kind of mix here. Now we got 2 receivers to this side.
Yep. Well, right to Evitt again. He's going to take it off the left side. He's going to bang all the way down to the 1 or 2 yard line. He's going to bring up 3rd down and go 3rd 1 from the 1. 3rd and goal from the 1. I mean, that's working too. I mean, why would you throw the ball, take the risk of an interception there? Very athletic backfield or defensive backs for Blytheville.
On this drive, we've moved it at ease.
Absolutely. So if the runs work, Let's run.
Kudos to that offensive line because they've got 7, 8 guys in their face.
Yep, absolutely. And that goes to Evan again. He didn't make it in this time. So bring up 4th down.
Well, like I said, I don't call plays either, but I think I'd send somebody behind Evitt here. Let Evitt clear out the hole.
Right.
You can maybe sneak Murphy in there or Cade Hatton. Both ran the ball well tonight. Jake Osmond's going to run the play in on this series.
I didn't see Murphy.
He may be out with Jake running that play in. I don't
know either. Maybe if they're standing by the legend, I don't see him.
End of the first quarter.
In the first quarter, we're going to score probably the first play of the second quarter. Wildcats probably going to get this in the end zone. At least that's what our hope is. Hey, good first half right there. They both kind of stalled out on their first drives, but then once the Wildcats got the ball again, they drove it all the way down the field. Like you said, with ease. It wasn't that difficult for them to move the ball. They're very patient. They're burning a lot of clock, which is a good thing in our style of offense. And, I have no complaints about that first quarter. Our defense stood strong.
Yeah, our defense played well, and if we can somehow manage a score here, it's tough when you're the opposing team on the road and you get down early. Right. I don't care who you are, it's tough. And this late in the year, like you said, playoff implications, home playoff implications, and the Wildcats, I guess, coming off of 3 or 4 straight years.
Yeah, I think
playoffs.
So. Yeah, I think so. I'd have to look, but yeah, it's
with a win last year in the first round. And John, I heard him talking about the Booster Club. If you hadn't had a chance yet and you plan on coming out for basketball, the Booster Club this year has stepped up the game big time. All types of merchandise, taking debit cards, credit cards.
Yeah, we're coming out of COVID, which affected us greatly because we couldn't have our meetings, we couldn't do this and couldn't do that, and so. Everybody has stepped up in the Trumann Athletic Booster Club, which 100% of the profits go right back to the athletic teams of Trumann, and it's a lot of pride in seeing the hoodies around town and the hats around town and people representing the Trumann Wildcats everywhere you go. And you can visit TrummannAthleticBoosters.com if you want to order a shirt or anything. Contact us, or you can come out to all the games. We sell the Wildcat merchandise, and the Fanatic sponsors are right there on the side of the screen as well. Here we go, fourth down, beginning of the second quarter. It's going to be Jake Osmond. He's going to run it in for a touchdown.
Hey, just when his mom was on the screen for advertisement.
Yeah, his mom's on the screen for advertisement. Jake says, "You know what, Mom? I'm going to run this in for you." But that play was obviously set up by the 3 or 4 plays that Evitt ran to the right side.
Yeah.
Run it to the right side, run it to the right side, run it to the right side. And so they expected Evitt to get the ball again, and Jake took the ball in for the touchdown.
Great call by Coach
6-0 Wildcats. Absolutely, that was set up perfectly.
Well, we hadn't talked about it in a while, but a little bit about Coach Phillips. He came in the year COVID hit, so he didn't even get to practice with these players but about 2 weeks. So you got a brand new offensive system for the most part, a brand new coach. Very first year, in the playoffs, winning record. Played outstanding. Back in the playoffs the next year, wins a home playoff game. He's building some tradition here. Truman's had tradition, but he's building some of his own.
He absolutely is. He loves the Trumann Wildcats, and he loves what's going on here at Trumann. And again, as he talks to me all the time about the facilities we have, best facilities around. Lots of support from the fans and the school administration and the school board. It's just a great place to play football and be a coach and be a part of. The kick is up and good. It's going to be 7-0 Wildcats with 11:57. Only took 3 seconds of the second quarter to score that touchdown. Wildcats go ahead 7-0. Good drive right down the field to score a touchdown, and that's exactly what we needed. Again, in this offense, we like to burn a lot of clock because we do run the ball quite often. Only 1 pass the entire game so far for the Trumann Wildcats, and it was completed for about 3 or 4 yards. And so we don't pass very much. We have a great running game. The misdirection is hard to predict, and good start for the Trumann Wildcats. And like I said, they needed a good first quarter, and that's exactly what they got.
They did, coming off 2 tough road games, and there's a lot of game left, but there's no doubt at the moment Blytheville's a little bit deflated. I mean, when you move the ball all the way down the field like the Wildcats just did, you're coming off 2 big defensive stops. That takes a little wind out of your sail.
Absolutely. Get a good kick here.
It looks like the Blytheville crowd has picked up in the last
They showed up late, didn't they? We were looking over there, and everybody, just the band was the only one. Maybe they were down at the concession stand.
That could have been.
Get them a Wildcat burger.
Fair catch.
Fair catch it. About the 37-yard line, 38, 37 looks like where this is going to start it.
Well, and John, tomorrow the cheerleaders are bringing back the Miss Wildcat pageant. That starts that you and I were talking about, but that goes all day long, and I think it's like kindergarten all the way to high school.
It's pre-K all the way to senior high, yeah. And I have the privilege of emceeing that tomorrow, and a lot of people don't know this. I have experience in emceeing beauty pageants. I've also been a judge at a beauty pageant as well, so that is some experience I do have on my resume. But I was excited when Mr. Flowers, man, that's a good run right there.
Yes,
by that.
He's kept his feet moving.
He was at 22. Next page.
Let's see it. Yeah, that was going to be Ingram Battles.
Ingram Battles, okay. Ingram Battles with a good run. I don't think that's the Ingram Battles I know. I may know his dad. He may be a junior. I knew Ingram Battles back in the day.
Their offensive style totally opposite of ours. They spread it out. We pack it in. Both centered around the run game.
Battles runs it again.
Yeah, it shows you there's more than one way to skin a cat.
Absolutely. So we're talking about them moving the ball, and they're moving it effectively. First 2 plays of this series. They play fast.
Yeah, they do. No huddle.
I don't think they play as fast as Highland, but they do play fast.
Well, Highland moves quick.
Yeah, they did. Pocahontas moved quick last week.
That quarterback, they list him at 6 foot, but boy, he looks bigger than that from up here.
So they run by Battles. Maybe Battles was asleep the first quarter. I don't know. He's running the ball really well now.
Well, we mentioned Gavin Greenwell earlier. He has been moved from safety to middle linebacker. I'm supposed to replace Morgan up the middle. They'll look to the sideline for the play. Ball snap.
That's a long pass. He's wide open.
Man.
He missed it.
Yeah, we
got lucky there.
Yeah, we got lucky. He was wide open.
Yeah, we got burned. I'm glad he overthrew that one because we were not ready for that. All right, it's 2nd down and 10 for the Chickasaws. Back to Battles. Goes up. He didn't go 2 or 3 yards that time. We were ready for him.
You know, Blytheville went several years in a larger classification than us, and Trumann and Blytheville didn't play now in the same conference. But I've heard some war stories from the late '70s, early '80s when they were in the same conference. Trumann and Blytheville battling it out, and there's been a lot of good ball players come through Blytheville.
Hand off again to.
Just too much space.
That Battles again for a touchdown?
Yeah, it was too much space there. He had too much room to move.
Wide open.
Good run.
Touchdown Blytheville. I don't know if they just now figured out the running game or he didn't play. Do you remember him playing the first quarter?
No, that looks like a totally different team.
I don't know. That was a totally different team. They just now showed up. So
I think they had 5 penalties on their first 2 series.
Yeah.
And that time they just lined up and took it at us.
Maybe that punching them out that they took by that drive, they're like, wait a minute, we're getting some things together. Kick is up and good. So it's 7-7 with 10:28. That drive took every minute for about a minute and a half.
Yeah, different approach. The Wildcats ate nearly all of the first quarter up, and Blytheville scores quick on their first possession in the second quarter.
Looks like, like I said, we always try to coach this thing, but looks like we need to keep the ball out of their hands. So I don't know what happened to them on their first couple offensive sets, but that was the Ingram Battle show right there as he runs the ball all the way down the field.
Well, and if we can manage to eat some time here, we do get the ball at the half. So, you know,
We
the
do.
Wildcats
We do.
could get a score here. I mean, puts us in the driver's seat to start the second half, but
Yeah, this will be the first time the Wildcats received the ball tonight. Let's see if they can go ahead and kick it deep to them or. All right, here we go.
yeah, that was a little bit of a delay after both teams on the field.
Yep, going to kick it deep. Looks like it's going to be Cade Hatton with the ball. He's going to run it up to about the 32-yard line.
So not a bad little return.
The 31-yard line will be the Wildcats start this drive.
You know, Coda Cameron, I see him coming off the field. That's another weapon in the backfield that's put up some big plays for the Wildcats. I don't think we've seen him get a touch tonight. It's hard to give, when you've got that many weapons, it's hard to give everybody the touches they probably want.
Right. Which is a good thing. You know,
Yeah,
I mean,
it is.
that's a good thing.
Makes
And,
those guys work harder.
he's a junior as well, so he'll have next year.
Officials making sure everybody is set here.
They're
And
taking a lot of time. I don't know. We're not used to this. You know, the junior high games, they just try to get
they
over
don't
with.
give you a
know,
chance. I know, they want it to be gone.
Yeah,
They want
they-
that clock running and on the ball.
Absolutely. These referees, they're here for the long haul. Going to be a handoff to Eli Ebbett. Rex snapped Eli Ebbett there. And
AKA Worm.
Worm, yeah. That's hard to tackle. Keeps them feet moving. Short yardage back, but sometimes he'll break loose.
Yep. Wildcats content with eating that clock. They're going to be in no hurry to snap the ball. The play clock's down to about 16, 15.
Looks like Murphy's going to take it this time, and he's off to the
They're
races.
not going to catch him.
They're not going to catch him. He's gone. Touchdown Wildcat.
Well, that's going to be a 69-yard touchdown for the senior.
I see no flags on the play, and
That's how quick we can strike.
hey, the Wildcats said, "Oh, you going to score quick on us?" Yeah, we got that. We can do that too.
Well, and we see the Murphy Williams fan club is always right here in front of our window, and mom, aunt, grandma, cousins-in-laws.
Oh yeah, and they get loud. They ring bells and they show up. Good run right there.
And I
by
bet
the
Jeff
senior.
even smiled on that one.
Yeah, legend probably was like, I've done it better. They're offsides. They're offsides, and he kicked it. Yeah, they're offsides. My boy Jet Ski, Warren Redmond, just texted me and said, "Hey, why don't you talk about me a little bit online?" So I'm gonna talk about number 20 at Pee Wee. Their season's over. 5th grade they didn't make the playoffs, but 6th grade made the playoff, and they'll be playing tomorrow at Harrisburg.
Are y'all practicing basketball yet?
Basketball starts Monday. So the had our parent meeting the other day, and travel team. We're excited about. We go from football right into basketball, just like senior high does, and so.
How many of y'all got out this year?
We don't know. I don't know yet. I haven't seen the. What they do is they do three days of camp, and then we cut it down typically to about 12 travelers. That's going to be another run by Murphy. He's going to kick it out.
Oh, good move. Murphy left him looking silly.
That's a great move right there on the 2-point conversion by Murphy.
Well, and I'm not so sure a flag shouldn't have been thrown there. As Murphy was laying down in the end zone, the Blytheville guy just flew in and pancaked him on the ground. But hey, we get the last laugh as the Wildcats lead 15-7.
15-7 right there. Yeah, what a great drive that was. You know, I mean, like it's you would think that they would have gotten down a little bit because the Blytheville scored so quickly, and but you know what? They didn't phase them. They're very well coached, and they have that comes with experience. You know, like sometimes when you're a sophomore, you're like, oh man, what are we going to do? You know, they just killed us on that, and then. But the senior says, well, we're going to step up and score touchdowns is what we're going to do. And so they hit us in the mouth, and we got to hit them right back.
Well, it'll carry over to your defense. I mean, it's all, all about the momentum. And you watch our style of kick here. You can tell Blytheville has practiced it, with the fair catch call. But, we could come up with an onside kick at any minute.
Absolutely.
I think I'd pull one on them here and kick it deep. Let it roll way back. They're not expecting
I'm
it.
an onside guy. I really am. I really like onside kick. But 11's all the way up. They're all the way up to the 45. They're expecting.
Yeah, kick it deep and make them chase
35. Now he moves back. He looks like he's going to kick it deep. That's a good move right there, man. All right, going to take the ball.
Oh, great coverage by the Wildcats.
Good coverage right there.
Marks McNair was there first, but then we had some cleanup. Looked like Jamison Barnhill was down there on the tackle, along with Coda Cameron. I was looking.
Coda?
Coda was down there. And
we got the wrong numbers. I printed it and it doesn't have the right numbers on it. So.
And I'm sure that there could be some number changes with the new jerseys. It never fails. A lot of times you'll have one that's not in or doesn't fit right. Big Peyton Callahan down there on the defensive line. He's a big kid.
He's a big kid. He plays well.
And we got a flag.
There's a flag. Hopefully that's a hold.
Got to be a hold, you would think. Typically when it's thrown that direction, it's going to be a hold. And it was thrown quickly.
Absolutely. That's what we like. So that goes... Spot of the foul call, so that moves them back 10 yards. So.
We know the scoreboard's a little blurry, but there's 9:21 to go here in the half. Blytheville backed up all the way to about the 21-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 18.
15-7, your Wildcats lead. Let's get a turnover right here and run it in.
That would be huge.
That would be.
We're bringing the house.
We're going to bring the house. They're going to hit him. They're going to hit him.
And they
got him.
Carson Smith back there with his hands excited.
Carson Smith jumps up.
Gavin Greenwell
brought him down about the 10-yard line. Couple juniors right there said, nope, let's go.
Jamison Barnhill come in and help cleaned up. So that was a good defensive call.
They really had nothing to lose on that blitz because it was second. It was 2nd and 20 already, or 1st and 20. So they had nothing to lose there. And they went and got him. I hope they go get him again.
Well, and at one time, I believe Carson Smith was leading the team in sacks. And he may still be. I know he's had a few solo sacks this year, and he's been in and around a lot of team sacks.
It's going to be a throw. We'll see.
Wildcats don't blitz on this.
He bobbled it, but caught it.
But I think Coda Cameron made the right move there. When you got him backed up like that, he went for the ball. The defense did what they were supposed to. They come over and gave him some help. But if he was a half a second quicker on that ball, Coda Cameron takes it for a pick six. And he had a pick six at Gosnell.
He did. Late in that game, which was a heck of a football game.
It did. It was a heck of a football game. Well, the weather was miserable that night, too.
It was a little chilly.
Yeah,
a little
colder than everybody expected.
Yeah. I know you're a tropical person. You like the warm weather.
I hate cold weather.
I don't mind the cold weather. I made a butter and mayonnaise. I just melt when it's hot. So we'll turn the ads off for a second. Maybe we can see this down here. When it runs down there with the ads, it's hard to see. So.
Yeah.
Another little run right there, so we bring up 4th down.
Blytheville with a big decision here. I mean, your offense has struggled at times, and do you want to give Trumann the ball at the 35-yard line? It looks like they're going to go for it. They may try to pull us off sides here. They've got a couple of timeouts they could burn.
Yep.
And they're going to call timeout to talk about it. And this Wildcat crowd's excited right now, and they've given them plenty to be excited about.
You know, it's a tale of series here. You know, Blytheville couldn't move the ball the first 2 series, and then all of a sudden they just tear up our defense and take it, 60 yards or whatever they did down for a touchdown. And then now they're having problems moving the ball, but it all starts with that holding call that they got on first down.
They got the holding 5 or 6 yards.
That took 5 or 6 yards away from them. It backed them way up, and so then we got the sack on first down because it was you didn't lose it down there, and it's just hard to climb out of those long yardage situations.
I really think they're going to try to pull us off sides here.
22's not even out there. 22 was the one that was running the ball last time. He's not even out there.
And I can feel the press box shaking.
It's going to be a pass over the middle. Did he make that catch? Looked like he made the catch.
They say he caught it.
Yeah, he made the catch.
He had to lay out for it. Great catch.
That's a good catch. Yeah.
Not what this crowd wanted to see given up, but
we don't have an 11 on our roster, so we have no idea who that was that caught that. There's a couple 12s, so it may have been Tyrion Walker.
Yeah, they play. They show. Well, I guess they play both of them.
Michael Terry's a wide receiver, so we're not really sure who caught that.
Yeah, I think Walker would be a safe bet. He's the junior.
Yeah.
Well, the chains had not even moved yet, and I think the ball was snapped.
Yeah, referees are really supposed to wait on that. Clock still running, 7:30, 15-7 in the second quarter. It's like they're bringing the house again. We almost caught that.
Man,
intercepted.
Yeah. That could have, and there was a lot of green in front of it.
That would have changed the direction of this game. I guess by the looks of it, Timothy Brown, the running back, plays every other series, and Ingram Battles plays every other series. I guess they're switching them out because he was the guy the last time and ran it down our throats. What happened there? Something happened. That's going to be a false start. Yeah. And then all of a sudden he's not on the field, so maybe he's tired. I don't know.
They're taking the Butch Jones approach. Do you play Blackman? Do you play Hatcher? Do you play Black?
Yeah. Don't even get me started on that, man.
I know.
Lane Hatcher was my guy last year. I even made the prediction that he was the best quarterback in Arkansas State history if he would have stayed and been able to start all those games. Because he had an unbelievable high school career.
Five-star recruit coming out and played at Alabama.
Yeah, when he played at Pulaski Academy, he threw for like 10,000 yards or something ridiculous. And because they throw the ball, they're Pulaski, and
they sling it around.
And he moved on. Where do you go? North Texas?
Yeah,
we got the ball again.
The Wildcats have the ball. We'll wait for the officials to signal.
Wait for the official call here. He was on it. And then the running back jumped on top of it.
Bibles point like they got it. Yeah,
somehow they got that ball.
I don't know how that
popped out. How did that even happen? Who was that? That's Gavin Greenwood down there. Got on top of the ball and then somehow didn't have it. So it's going to bring up 3rd and long again. Another 3rd and long situation for the Chickasaws.
And I'm telling Jake Osmond, we got him back there at safety. I feel like we need to play him back a little more, and he bites up.
They take the handoff again for Timothy Brown, and he runs it. Gets a little bit of it back. Going to bring up 4th down and long.
And the last time it was a 4th down and long, they converted the 40-yard pass.
4th and 15 for the Chickasaws. Yeah, last time they laid out and caught it. Looks like it's going to be a quarterback keep. He's going to pick up the 1st down and all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Yeah, they do knock him out at the 1. Man, so far the defense has been great. We've given up 3 big plays.
3 big plays. If we can limit those big plays, that's the first quarterback run they've had all night, though. You weren't ready for that.
We got 6:16 to go here in the second quarter, and they're going to have 4 chances at it on about the 1.5 maybe. And Jake Osmond limping on the sideline.
Rico Hunt's coming in the game.
Rico, a sophomore. Well, we need to get Jake back. Hopefully he's just got the air knocked out of him a little bit. He's walking on his own, so
hand off the Battles and in for the touchdown. He did zero of the work on that drive, but got to go to touchdown for the touchdown. Oh, it's those big plays, 2 big plays that got us there, you know, and
had them on 4th down both times, I think.
That's deflating, really. But all right, they're going to go for it. I would imagine it's going to go to Ingram Battles, number 22.
This is a big extra point. The Wildcats could keep the lead.
15-13, and goes to Battles, and he runs it in. Walks it in for a touchdown. I don't know, some reason how when he's on the field we can't tackle him. So that's going to be 15-15. Wildcats and Chickasaw is all knotted up with 6:13 left in the second quarter, first half.
And on the last series, Murphy Williams took it 69 yards, so kind of 2 different for us. We eat a lot of clock on the first score. Second score, Murphy takes it to the house for 70
yards.
Takes us like
35 seconds, to score. And let's do it again. Let's go score again. We get the ball back after half, and so
that's what we want. You want a good ball game, home ball game, late in the season.
There's old Coach Chad Bishop right there. He's coaching the 6th grade team. Just walked past. Coach of the Pee Wee. Hopefully they can get a big win over McCrory. I can't make it because I'm doing the
at McCrory
no, it's at Harrisburg.
That's right. They're hosting the playoffs.
They're hosting the playoffs, so hopefully they can get a win and head to the Super Bowl the next week.
Back in the day, McCrory was in our conference for a little while. Not very long. I think it might have been 1 or 2 turns they were in there. See who's back deep for the Wildcats. I think Cade Hatton along with Coda Cameron, I believe. Or is that Coda? Or
no, that's
can't read that number.
I think it's Murphy, isn't it?
It may be Murphy. I can't read the number. Yeah, it is Murphy.
Yeah, that's Murphy back there. Cade with the ball, going to run it back. Got a little seam. He's taking it to the outside.
Oh, and he puts that shoulder down on number 13 and says, "Bring it."
Somebody down in the field. Who's that down?
Looks like Peyton Callahan, maybe. No, I think Callahan. I keep you.
That's our kicker.
Oh shoot, Efron.
Yeah, that's Efron Garcia. Looked like he hurt his elbow. As long as he didn't hurt his leg.
That's right. He didn't tickle his arm.
Hey, you know what? He's a heck of a. He plays tight end as well. So
had a couple big catches
he had
this year.
A big catch in Goswell this year. I guess they're going to keep him out now.
Yeah, give him a breather.
Yeah. And I try to convince some of these younger players that don't get to play a whole lot. I'm like, go be a kicker.
Yeah.
You know, it's like then you make them Google, who has the most points all time in the NFL, and it's the first 40 are kickers. Abbott with the ball, a little spin. We'll run it down, a 4-yard gain.
The Wildcats with obviously plenty of time here to score before the half, and we do get the ball back at the half, but we got a tie ball game, 15-15. The clock runs. After that play, about 5:40 to go. Play clock down to about 20.
Yeah, they're okay to let it run. After he's back in the ball game, I guess it just kind of stung his elbow a little bit on the kickoff return.
Below 10 seconds. They're going to have
9, 8.
Get set.
Evans tailback. Was Murphy going to come to Evan again? He's going to hand it off to Cade. And Cade's going to pick up the first down.
We might have a hold in the backfield. I hope not, but it was thrown that direction. It was thrown right at Eli Evitt. Yep. They're going to call a hold. I wasn't watching, but Evitt did have a guy down in front of him, so it could have been a hold.
It probably tackled him. I didn't see it, but let's go watch and see if we can't get Evitt. It wasn't 5. 5 didn't hold. So they on a replay, they just played watch 5 up there. He just turned around and stood there. I'm not sure who that was. I don't know who the hold was on.
I don't either.
Yeah, we was watching can he get a new cameraman? Oh, by the way, we don't have a cameraman, and this is just a huddle camera that follows the ball.
Yeah.
So the answer is no, Deco. I'm sorry.
Nothing there for Hatton on that one.
Yeah, nothing on that run. It looked like a
flag. That might have got a face mask there, though.
That'd be a big mask. That'd be a big. Uh-oh, he's not happy.
pointing towards our sideline, so. Yep. Big face mask. That's going to be a 15-yarder. It won't be wide enough for a first down, but should be 2nd and 5. Well, unless it's an automatic first down, personal foul, I think it may be. We'll see.
It's a first down either way, I think. No? I thought it was.
Man, that just doesn't look like it. Still 2nd and about 7, but
2nd and 7, 4:50 left to go in the half. All knotted up, 15-15. Murphy rolls out for a pass. You got Cody Cameron with the catch.
It's not a good spot by the official if he stays there. That ball was...
Sounds like an unnecessary roughness there, but picked him up, threw him down.
That's not a good spot. We should have got forward progress. That ball should have easily been at about the 43-yard line, but they're going to spot him at the 45. That's a little bit frustrating.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, that was big time obvious.
You clearly see it. It brings up third and short.
It's going to be 3rd and 4 for the Wildcats. Clock continues to run. 3:55. 15-15 ball game.
All right, here we go. 3rd and short for the Wildcats. Another handoff to Cade. He gets it up.
First down and more.
He
may be all.
Well, they're going to track him down. Touchdown. He's in there.
Yeah,
He's in there.
Touchdown.
He reached over the inline there and scored a touchdown.
So a 45-yard touchdown.
Reached over the goal line and scored that touchdown. That's a good heads-up play.
And Cade Hatton closing in on probably 75, 80 yards here in the first half.
What a run right there. Well, that's exactly what we needed.
And I'm down there right now. I'm talking that defense up. Get me a stop. Let's go to the
get a stop
half
and get
with
the
a
ball
lead.
back. Absolutely. Absolutely. Going to be a timeout. We'll talk it over. Maybe, I guess they go for 2 here.
I don't know. That's Efron can get it through the.
He can get it. Yeah, he can make it.
So maybe you do go 22, but you could roll the dice and make Blytheville have to go for 2 on their next score, but. Armor Bank was set up outside the gates tonight with a tailgate that was headed up, I guess, by Militia Harlow and her crew.
Yeah, Armor Bank had a tailgate, and the Athletic Booster Club was out there with them, and they had some cookies and water they gave out to everybody. What we need? What we doing? You got to put the fire up?
Our main man, Justin Smith, in here with us tonight. And Justin, the man of many talents. And we got all kinds of godliness in the next room with Pastor Maley, Pastor Williams.
You got it. We're in.
So we are in for 2. So that puts some pressure on Blytheville. I mean, if they're able to score again, they have to go for 2 to tie us up. I'd like to see our defense come up with a big stop here. Wildcats do get the ball at the half.
Hey, whoa, hey, we got the booth in here. Hold on 1 second. Let me change that back. Sorry about that. Sure y'all don't want to see our ugly mugs. We're trying to get the scoreboard, put the scoreboard up for you outside of the scoreboard we already have.
John, has the city decided on Halloween? Is it going to be celebrated on Monday night, or who knows?
I think it's Halloween night. Yeah,
So
is that Monday?
I think it is a Monday this year.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's coming up, and I know several area churches. I don't want to leave anybody out, but First Baptist Church will be having their trunk or treat. Come by, and plenty of candy to go around. You can fill up a big bag of candy in one stop, and then of course your neighborhood, the Meadows, will be like, don't drive in there unless you're trick or treating.
Yeah, we see 200-300 kids every single year, and we absolutely love it.
Oh, it's a lot of fun looking at all the costumes, and even some adults show up.
The adults show up.
Some not dressed up with Walmart bags. That always cracks me up when you see a 25-year-old guy with a Walmart bag.
Yeah, just wanting some candy. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Trumann does a good job for a small community for Halloween. I mean, just like I said, several of the area churches, First Baptist being a big one that hosts a trunk or treat, and then you've got the Meadows, of course, is a big stop.
Be a short kick. Call for a fair catch about the 30-yard line.
No whistle blow.
He didn't call for it, did he? I thought he called for a fair catch, but obviously he didn't. He's running.
Man, that's not the play you wanted to give up right before half. I think he thought he called for a fair catch.
Dude, his hand was halfway in the air. I don't know.
Yeah, Coach Phillips is on the field. He
waved his hand.
They're going to call that back.
There's no way that is not a fair catch. He can't do anything. He can't put his hand up over his shoulders. That's going to be down back there. He called for a fair catch and then just took off running.
We can show them on the scoreboard if they'd like to look at it.
Yeah, if you want to look at the replay, hit the replay.
Maybe we can get some boos out of this
crowd. Hit the replay, Justin, on that. See if we call for a fair catch.
That's got to come back. We'll see what they're going to talk about.
That was, I mean, I said that he called for the fair catch at 30.
We'll see what there's going to be a flag, but we'll see.
Private receiver.
Yeah, that's a false start, basically, or it's illegal motion. So
he definitely called. I don't
want to say the Wildcats cut a break there because they didn't. No, I mean, he even knew he did. He stood still.
He stood for a second. He's like, wait a minute, I'm gonna run this.
They're not blowing it. Well, if you're a Blytheville fan, you're not happy, but that's the right call. That was a fair catch called, and timeout Chickasaws. And we need this defense to come out and play. I mean, Blytheville's shown us on 3 plays they can come up with big plays, and
I know he probably didn't plan that out to do it that way, but he was like, well, nobody's trying to tackle me, maybe I'll just try it. I mean, it's not a bad play if he gets by with it, but he didn't get by with it.
Well, there was just way too much hesitation on his part. Had he not had the hesitation, that makes a harder call but when you got everybody on the field standing still.
I guess that's reminiscent of Arkansas North Texas game.
Yeah, terrible. That comes up every once in a while. At least once or twice a year, I'll see it on Twitter. They call it the worst playing the history of football.
Absolutely, because they get so conditioned all the time of these, and they can't touch them after the fair catch, and so they get so conditioned watching that hand, and then sometimes they just catch it, and the runner just stands there. But wasn't the case this time. His hand literally went over top of his head, and then he went back and caught it at the 30-yard line, and then he took off running.
Blytheville calling that timeout just to force the officials to come over and talk to him. But
proper procedure to get him off the field.
He better be careful. He might get tossed or get a penalty here because.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's so mad about. It was obviously what happened.
It's just.
We'll run that back on the replay. We don't have replay on our camera, but here at the RMC Stadium on our big board.
And I will give them a little bit of grace. There was not a whistle blown, so if you're the coach, you're going to say, hey, maybe he did, but you never blew the whistle, so the play never went dead. But, the White Hat gets the ultimate call on that, and
I don't know that he's going to put up with much more of this John, but
a little bit of crazy train. That's good timing on.
All right.
Hey, if I can remember my days playing, if I'm a Wildcat right now, I'm fired up. I'm like, hey, I got my crowd behind me. We got music blaring.
It's 23-15. Wildcats lead.
Blytheville's fired up a little bit too, though. So this, if it's gonna get,
did they move it back more?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's from the spot of the foul, maybe. So.
All right, here we go. So on 28-yard line, be 1st and 10 Blytheville. He just chopped the clock, and here we go. Gonna be handoff to 2 or 22. I can't see.
It's hard to read these jerseys. I'm saying Matthew Swan in on that tackle, according to J. Paul.
Timothy Brown, number 2 on the run. Here we go, be second.
He's going to pick up the first down. Barely. Where they marked it, it's going to be.
He's still down. Is that Timothy Brown? Is that number 2?
His helmet's off, so he'll have to come off the field. But he's all right. He's
reaching for his ankle. Got rolled up there a little bit on that tackle.
It's good to see him get up, but he is limping. Huh?
Yeah, it looks like his right ankle.
That's a big loss to the Chickasaws if he doesn't make his way back. But he's.
They got 22 in there. He's the one that's been killing us all night. Battles.
1st and 10 for the Chickasaws. The clock continues to run. We're under 2:50 here in the second quarter.
There's Battles again with the big run. Every time he gets it, he picks up chunk yards. Yeah, it's 63 just ran somebody over.
Yeah, I know. He did. He never stopped moving. So Tony Postel into the ball game for the Wildcats. Tony just a sophomore, but him and Rico Hunt have both seen significant playing time this year.
I'm not sure why we're backing up. They're going to run the ball.
I don't think Blytheville was ready to snap it.
Oh, that's a throw across the middle.
How does he come up with that?
Good catch. Brought down.
And that's
a 30. About the 25-yard line, 24-yard line.
I love my Wildcats, but that was a little bit of lack of focus on the defense there. That ball should have never been caught. Somebody should have knocked it down or come up and picked it off. Minute 55 to go here in the second quarter. Blytheville's got one timeout left. And we might force them to burn it.
Yeah, it's a good tackle right there, stopping Battles. Battles has been doing what he wants. .138 left in the half. He's 2nd and 9 for the Chickasaws. The 23-yard line. They just fell down.
Start maybe.
Both of them just fell down. I don't know what
Whistle
happened.
blew quick. Yeah, I don't know if it was blue because they said he was. Yeah. This clock's about to tick under a minute. We got about a minute 12 to go here. Minute 13.
23-15 Wildcats.
What's going on?
Back to pass. Close it out of bounds.
It out of bounds. So 4th down. The Wildcats come up with a stop here. This is huge, as there'll be a little bit of time on the clock. It'll be interesting if. And I don't want to jump the gun, but if we stop him here, if you're Coach Phillips, do you kneel on it and go to the half with a lead, or do you try to score?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, that's going to be an interesting call. 53 seconds left. It's going to be 4th and long for the Chickasaws. Rolls out the pass.
It's back there.
He's going to keep it.
They get it.
He didn't get it. Wildcats get the ball. Turnover on downs. Good pursuit of the ball right there by Eli Evans.
Yeah, never got sucked in, and great coverage by the defensive backs. He didn't have anybody open. The game doesn't end at halftime, but I am proud of the Wildcats tonight with first half.
They've played hard, and they've got hit a couple times for some scores, but they've gotten right back up, and now we take over. Our defense has been excellent. Now we're taking over with 46 seconds left in the half. I don't know. I think Coach may try to score here. He may kneel it down. I'm not sure what they're going to do. Got Murphy coming in.
And you're kind of, this is one of those, you're danged if you do, danged if you don't as a coach.
You got to hurry because they only got 5 seconds left on the play clock.
You might just
Better
take
get
the penalty. No.
2.
Yeah, we had to burn the timeout.
They weren't ready. That's all right. We'll talk about it. It's an important play. I think that's their last one.
And I suppose we are going for it, or there wouldn't have been that much time running off the clock. You know when you're going out there.
Yeah, they were. Current score is 23-15.
Well, and I can tell you right now, Coach Phillips is. I'm sorry, John. I was just saying Coach Phillips is saying, hang on to the ball. Yeah. Last thing you want to do is turn it over.
Absolutely. Jake Osmond's still over here on the sidelines. I hope he's not hurt.
Yeah, me and you both. I see his mom and his
mom, his girlfriend, and old Brad Hitchcock, his stepdad.
All down there talking to him. They're signaling Jake down to the. I guess they're going to take a different look at him.
They'll take a look at him down there, maybe. There should be some EMS down there. I don't know.
And I'm telling you, he's a tough kid, so he's not. There's no limping off. He's hurting. Cade Hatton, you going to cut him, Coach? Looks like he's having a hard time catching his breath. So I hope there's not a rib that could be it.
Well, I don't think we have an EMS here tonight.
Yeah, they need one.
They went on a call. You just got to take a deep breath. I'm ventilating, maybe. All right, here we go. It's 1st and 10. Got 2 receivers spread out wide. It'll be a run by Murphy up the middle.
That'll probably take us on into halftime, I would think.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to run another play. They may do it.
Game clock is the play clock about a 2-second difference.
Second down and 7 for the Wildcats.
And if you're the Wildcats here again, you don't want a turnover. That this will be the last play of the half. They're just going to play it safe.
It's just going to run it. That's going to be the end of the first half here. Trumann Wildcats lead 23-15.
We'll be, I guess, be back in about 15 minutes, John.
15, 20 minutes.
Welcome to the field. 2022 Marching Wildcat Band. We saw the strength of this community come together to support our neighbors. As a tribute to this strength, the Wildcat Band will perform a big competition show entitled Tornado. All emergency retarded personnel for our final purpose of showing those who might have taken the final piece we recognize. A major cutter show. Is your band ready? Now may take the field in halftime performance.
Yes. It's gonna play a lot.
Yeah. Jake's got a concussion. You not here tonight?
chasing some girls. He's always chasing chicks. I was worried about people not having anybody down there. I didn't even know he was down there. I didn't know he got hurt.
I didn't either.
Corey was like, go down there and check on Rico. He's got somebody here. I got
Did you get this thing on?
No, I'm just walking in with you after. You know when it again?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
I got to put some.
Hey, wait, go.
We'll bring you back here just real quick. We may go back off the air for a second as the half's about to get underway here. The band just with a good halftime performance, and looks like Blytheville's taking the field and getting ready to kick. The Wildcats do lead 23-15, and they will receive the ball here in the second half. A good football game in the first half. Not being biased, but pretty much controlled by the Wildcats. You could look at Blytheville's half, and they had about 3 big plays, whereas the Wildcats were more meticulous. They did have the 69-yard run by Murphy Williams. And we'll see which team brings the energy here in the second half. Trumann will be without Jake Osment and Rico Hunt, as a couple of injuries that will keep them out the remainder of the game. And if we get any updates on that, we'll let you know. But they are both on their feet, both moving around, so nothing, no life-threatening injuries. But the Wildcats will certainly miss them in the second half. And we'll have Coda Cameron back deep here along with Cade Hatton. So a little bit different mix than the first half. Murphy Williams was back deep on a couple of the kicks in the first half. Grant Henley was giving us a few halftime stats as we kick off here the second half. Looks like Cade Hatton's got 71 yards in the first half. One rushing touchdown. Trying to read these stats. Grant Henley sent us over. Grant keeps the stats for the Wildcats, and Rico Hunt just a sophomore, but it's not only a knock to the football team. If Rico doesn't make it back, and it doesn't, I think he might have broke his arm. That's going to be a hit to the basketball team. He's a sophomore that would have seen significant playing time this year.
That hurts a lot, Kevin. I'm sorry I haven't talked yet. I'm eating the.
You let me eat the beginning of the game. I was letting John make it up. John went down to check on the Jake Osment at the half as our EMTs had to make a call during the game, but they did make it back and doing an excellent job down there. But there was a brief moment that they were busy. They had two different players with what I would call at least serious injuries they were having to attend to, and
Trumann Fire Department also showed up. They're good. They're first responders when it comes to medical, and good to have those types of people there. It looks like face masks as well.
The official on the near sideline is. I'm not sure why he struggled with that. It was easy to see. Blytheville had a handful of the face mask, but it's going to bring up third and about 11 or 12 for the Wildcats. So not the start they wanted to get here in the second half, but still lots of time on the clock here. So the Wildcats, it's about 15 seconds here on the play clock.
Timeout, Trumann. Well, Coach Phil, if he doesn't hang on to his timeouts, and I think that's excellent. If it's not the set that he wants, or they're not getting out there in time to make the play that he wants, then he calls the timeout, make sure they get everything. And I think that's about it's when you're deep in your own territory, that's a good thing. He doesn't want to risk getting knocked back a few yards because they weren't ready.
Well, and I gotta back up a little bit. I was reading the stats a little bit wrong. I don't want Murphy to take anything away from him. Murphy, 2 for 2, 7 yards passing, and then he's got 6 carries for 71 yards and a touchdown, 69 of that on 1 carry. It looks like Cade Hatton has 6 carries for 84 yards and a touchdown. So Cade Hatton, Murphy Williams carrying the load. And we had some good carries by Seth Evans there in the first half as well.
Jake Osment also with the other touchdown.
Yeah, Jake Osment had a touchdown. And that's a big hit to the offense and the defense for the Wildcats with Jake not out there.
Third and 12 from the 24. Back to pass. On his screen.
Well designed
to Parks McNair.
I know Coach Phillips trying to get Parks McNair out in space because he's just such an athlete. He can make plays, and he's made a few catches tonight, but so far none of the big plays. He picks up about 6 yards there, and it's going to bring up 4th down for the Wildcats. John, Brent Henderson tuned in out here tonight watching us.
Oh, Brent is? He probably just got off the combine.
Now these farmers are pushing it.
Oh, it's a busy time of year for the farmers. They're going to take off the whole hunting season.
Yeah, ran into Scott Garahan prior to the game at the gas station. He said he was going to catch up on some sleep. Good punt.
Punt all the way down to the 25-yard line, and that's where the Blytheville Chickasaws will take over. 1st and 10.
So Blytheville will take over at the 25, forcing the Wildcats to punt. But this Wildcat defense played big in the first half. Again, just really gave up 3 big plays, but the rest of the half they played great.
They absolutely did, and they're going to need to step up here. As well.
Good coverage by the defense. They just got to make the tackle.
There's 3 holds that they haven't called.
Yeah, and we got 1.
They finally got it?
Yeah, that's seen the flag finally fly out back. Number 11 knows he did it.
Timothy Brown with the carry there that's going to be coming back. Jason Jameson says he's watching from Utah.
Oh, Jason, we're glad you tuned in.
Jason, I think he helped out with the chains last home game. Was part of the chain gang, and it looks like he's on the road to Utah. Good to see you watching there, Jason. Have a safe trip. First and 12 now for the Chickasaws. When we hand off to Brown again.
Gavin Greenwell comes up and makes the play along with Barnhill. And it looks like they've moved Gavin back to safety, and they got the sophomore Tony Postel moved into middle linebacker with Evett. So, that's the good thing about that Wildcat defense. You've got guys that can play multiple positions, and that's Gavin's done that tonight, playing traditionally a safety. Moved up the middle linebacker because of an injury to Morgan, and then now back at safety with an injury to Jake Osment.
And off to Brown again. He got taken down immediately by Evan.
Yeah, Evan.
Swarm of everybody. Evan and the boys.
Yeah, Evan and the boys.
They pushed him all the way back.
Yeah, several Wildcats back there. So.
And I'm not griping because Lord knows I'm not a football coach, but 22 battles was killing us in the first half. And he's not even on the field.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's a discipline issue or who knows, but yeah, you're right.
Brown's a junior. I thought, well,
we're going to pass it here.
To pass over the middle, to catch.
That was a good route.
Yeah.
He got inside the cornerback, and the quarterback made the throw. It's a good route. I mean, you got to get a hand up on that, but Dakota Cameron does make the tackle.
Yeah, they may have discovered that Jake Osmond's out of the game as well.
Yeah.
May start picking on him a little bit back there. He usually plays free safety.
Blytheville coming into this game 5-2, and I never did see any odds this week, but I think Blytheville picked to win this game. But the Wildcats lead right now 23-15.
And off to Brown, takes it to the right-hand side and gets a few yards.
Well, Jake, Rico, if either one of you guys are watching out there, you're missed, and we hope you get better quick. And I think you would love for your Wildcats to go out and get this win for you tonight. And a lot of time left, but we've kicked down to about 8:15 here in the third quarter. Second down and about 8 for Blytheville. We can't beat the Wildcat combo, can you, John?
Man, I'm telling you, no bread for me. Just went straight up. Had me a cheeseburger, two burger slices and a piece of cheese, and man, it's good. Another run by Brown. Worm on the tackle. 3rd and 4 for the Chickasaws.
Thought there was a little movement on the offensive line there, but no flag.
Another short yard to carry there by Brown, and
a big
up by Worm, and it brings up 4th down. Obviously, they're going to go for it this deep.
Big 4th down for Blytheville. Big 4th down for Trumann. We come up with a stop.
You send the house here? I don't know if you send the house here or
Well,
not.
I don't know. They've
Yeah,
thrown it.
They got one-on-one.
We did bring a blitz.
Yeah, they got one-on-one coverage on the outside. That's how he's going to pick up the first down and more.
Well, and I'm going to tell you, there was a missed tackle at the line of scrimmage there that would have turned it over on downs. But credit to Blytheville, he kept moving his feet.
He kept moving his feet and got out of that tackle.
And you can tell from up here, he's a hard running back. I mean, he's hard to bring down. So Blytheville with a little more success on this first series in the second half than the Wildcats had with theirs. If they do score, they're down by 8, so they will have to go for 2 to tie the ball game up.
The 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line of the Wildcats. And off the 3, which is Ladarius Reed.
List him at 6 foot, 190 pounds.
13-yard line, 2nd down and 8.
2nd and 8 for Blytheville from 13. Three receivers spread away out. There'll be a direct snap to
And the defense
Darius, and they ate him up.
pursued that well. He didn't have anywhere to go but out of bounds. Barnhill leading the way, so 3rd and about 5.
I don't know if it's Ladarius Reed. He's only listed as an outside linebacker.
I know, I saw that
He's not
too.
even listed as a running back, so that may not be Ladarius. But
Yeah,
we're gonna give him some props. It may be,
Yeah, we kind of got some jank rosters.
Yeah, we just go by what they put online.
Yeah, not our fault.
Yeah, the roster's wrong online, and we call the wrong name. We apologize.
So Blytheville burns another timeout here. They'll have 2 timeouts.
Well, this is
left.
a very important score for Blytheville
Oh,
right
yeah,
here.
they got to get on the board. Man, just walking outside the press box at the half, this temperature is great out here. It didn't.
Yeah, you can't.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's perfect weather, and as always, Trumann showed up for their Wildcats tonight, and didn't. Regardless of the weather, it seems like they always show up. We thought it was a little bit down starting out. It may still be a little bit down from what we're used to,
Yeah.
but man, there's still a lot of people here.
Yeah.
Coming out supporting us. Just talked to the Dickersons. They were sitting down there. They said, "Hey, we're not watching y'all tonight. We came to watch the game live."
And that's hard. Although I talked to Maddox this week at Checkers, and he was talking about how school's going well. AMP was giving him a hard time. He said it was just a real struggle, but he's
well,
getting
through. I
it.
mean, it's college is a lot different than high school.
Oh,
I mean, I don't know. I may open the book to study for the first time when I went to college.
Yeah. Yeah, and you realize how you're.
It's a whole lot in high school.
Well, and you feel, that adulthood hits quick.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Oh, good. Hang on. And we do.
We take him down. Have the quarterback keep. There's a fake handoff there to Brown. And
Well, and Blytheville has converted 3 4th downs tonight, I know of, because 2 of them were for 40-yard plays. So
they were.
we'll see what they have dialed up here, but this Wildcat defense has played tough. They're making them earn it.
Let's go. It's 4th down. Chris Nance says he's watching from over Ozark. Chris, you could have come to the game. I know you worked.
A lot of movement. Yeah, false start.
That's a false start. That'll back him up. You can still come to the game, Chris.
Chris used to tote the ball back in the day.
Yeah, he balled out a little bit, didn't he?
Yeah, he was class of 2000. And if I remember right, Chris, I think you were number 34.
Yeah, he's 34.
Yeah,
Chris Nance, 34.
Okay, yeah. Hey, look at that memory. 34.
Yeah, look at that. Hey, Chris, how cold's it got to get before you wear pants? I've never seen you guys in a pair of pants.
It must be their class. Chad never wears pants. Not usually.
All right. That's a good play right there.
Hey, big tackle. Who is
That was
that?
a good play. That was a good design play, but we were ready for
Ray
it.
Hatton? It seems like we call that name a lot.
You know, Ray, I just talked to Ray at halftime, his dad, and I've never seen Ray mad. I don't want to get him bad. He's a big guy.
Yes, he is.
But man, he was smiling ear to ear. He's loving this, man. Cade's having a great year.
That was a big open field tackle by
Big
Cade.
play right there because he was the only one. If Cade hadn't have made that tackle,
He
that would
scores.
have been a touchdown.
Yeah.
And so what a good defensive stand right there by the Wildcats. Still leading 23-15. As you guys can see now, we finally got that up on our scoreboard with the clock that runs the time is not working well, so we'll try to keep it updated otherwise.
I couldn't tell who got the ball there. I'm guessing Murphy Williams. But, yep, Murphy Williams on the carry. And
Murphy
he picks
on
up.
the carry, and again, we just need to kill this clock. Let's just get it 3 or 4 yards at a time, and that's what we're going to be happy with.
Murphy with about 75 yards, give or take, here tonight.
Chris Nett said he's the best 34 in Trumann history.
Well,
Mr.
and I do
Murphy.
believe the legend was number 34.
Was the legend?
Yeah, the legend.
Oh, that's what he's doing. That's what he's doing.
So
Oh,
if Jeff
legend.
watches this back, Chris Nance.
Yeah, Chris Nance. I think the legend would probably have something to say about that.
Murphy,
Oh, hey,
great pass by
take it,
Murphy
hold it,
Williams.
take it. Oh, I'm sorry, we were ahead of you.
Yeah, we are. Sorry.
Sorry about that.
I got caught in the trap that time. I'm sorry.
We got caught watching the game live, and sorry if we called that out. Uh-oh, somebody's down. Throw it down.
Man, that ball was on the money from Murphy Williams. Good route by Coda Cameron, and he's getting up on his own, so it probably just knocked the wind out of him a little bit. He's whipping around there. He's all right.
He's hopping.
Yeah.
He's hopping off the field. I've never seen anybody hop like that, so hopefully that's just a cramp. So they can just rub out. Massage it out on the sidelines there.
Coach Cook over him there, and
he's like, I gotta
Hey,
get back in the
Coach, come
game.
on now. Hey,
Yeah.
are you hurt? Or are you not?
You hurt or you're injured.
Yeah,
You know? It's like,
there's a
If
difference.
you're injured, you got to go to the hospital. If you're hurt, just hurt your feelings a little bit.
I think it might
No,
be.
it's just a cramp. I think he's stretching it out a little bit. Eli Evan with the ball there, runs like the middle man. He runs hard. That's what we like about Worm. He runs hard.
About a 6-7 yard carry there. J. Paul's going to call it 6, 2nd and 4. These Wildcats, they didn't care that they were the underdog tonight. They've come in here and they said, hey, it's a conference game. We're at home. We're coming off a tough road stretch and lots of game left, but they have played well tonight.
Yep, they just need to control this clock.
About 3:10 to go.
I have a feeling that Blytheville can score quickly.
Yeah, they got speed. Happening again.
Happening again. Ben takes his block. Runs it down to about the 45-yard line. That's a good run right there by Cade. Good patient run. He was going to kick that out to the outside, but took his block on the inside.
Unofficially, I think that's going to put Cade Hatton over the century mark. He'll have 100 yards.
Over 100 yards. Nice. I wonder how much Ray has to pay for that.
That's got to be worth something.
It's got to be worth something. 100 yards and a touchdown.
Still a lot of game left, so you would think Cade's going to get a few more carries before we get out of here tonight. 2:40 to go here in the third quarter. And we pull him offside.
Oh!
Yeah.
He right in the face,
Yeah,
dude.
he did.
Yeah, Parks played that off. He should have fell on the ground.
Parks should have given the big flop on that.
Yeah.
Was it your Kentucky guy that did the flop? He got hit, and then 15 seconds after.
He was a big old dude. They threw the flag.
Yeah.
Oh, that was great. Yeah, that guy needed an Oscar for that.
Yeah,
one.
he did.
Man, that was a great football game. I know everybody wanted to talk about the Tennessee-Alabama game, but me being a Kentucky Wildcats fan, that was a fantastic game they played against Mississippi State this week.
I did get some good news. DJ Penner tells us out there that they can see the score a lot better, even though we thought it was blurry. So I'm glad to hear that.
Good, yeah, because we put it up there. Yeah.
DJ, another one of our faithful farmers out there.
Yeah.
Him and Brent both dialing in tonight. And
yeah, they're probably both sitting on a tractor watching this.
Gosh, I know those guys. Hey,
probably not.
DJ, your cotton down the road for me looks outstanding.
Yeah, absolutely need to cut it.
Yeah.
So if you can get up, just jump on the tractor or cotton picker. Go.
We may have some 3-4 bell cotton out there. It may be some of that.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks good. Yeah,
it's been dry though.
I thought they typically did corn last year or a couple years ago.
Yeah, rotating it out, I guess.
I think they rotated out with cotton this year. Good job, guys. Cotton looks good.
All right, here we
Whatever
go.
it was, it worked. It's a fake handoff to Cade.
Oh, we got a late. I don't know
Oh,
what
there's
that
a flag
flag
on
is.
the
Probably
play.
going to be a hold, but
69 on Blytheville's holding his arm. It's going to be another hold.
well, I'm bragging on DJ, but his wife is a CPA, and they're coming out of a deadline of October. I guess it was 18th this year, but man, they put in the hours too right there at the end. And if you're guys like me, you need everything done the last second. And can you help me, please?
Well, it's going to be a second down and long for the Wildcats after the hold.
Yeah, and the Wildcats have played a pretty disciplined game tonight. We've only had a couple of penalties. I think we had a false start once when we were trying to, down on the goal line, trying to sneak up on them quickly, and then, the hold there. But it's been otherwise a flawless game on the penalty side for the Wildcats.
And they're doing exactly what they want to do. That as long as that clock is running, they're fine.
Yeah.
They're okay. They're wanting to run this. Uh-oh, it's going to be a timeout.
Yeah, play clock got down to 4.
Yeah. See, that hurts right there. That hurts because that stops the game clock as well. So timeout, Trumann, 23-15. As y'all can see that better now. But we make it.
It's
I'm
open.
gonna make it bigger there for DJ. No, we can move it around the screen. Justin has hooked us up.
It's open for discussion, but I wonder who works harder, Brent or DJ.
Man, I don't know. That is a good discussion.
Brent was telling me that DJ's bad about rolling around in the dirt before he gets out anywhere, so he can. I'm only joking, DJ. Brent did not say that.
Yeah, DJ. I see DJ quite a bit up at the Shell station, but it's early morning.
Yeah.
I go in there and eat breakfast, but that's usually not during the harvest.
No,
it's during the winter time.
Well, and the struggle right now, man, with this drought, you can't move anything. River being down so low, it's
my dad went to the Mississippi River last week and sent me some pictures and it's video, and it's unbelievable.
I would like to get out there and see it.
Nearly walk all the way across the Mississippi River. That's historic, exactly.
So we'll see Wildcats second and about 11. They burned a timeout. Play clock ran down to 4.
Minute 3 left in the quarter. It's going to be a false start.
Now here I brag on our Wildcats who we've gotten 2 penalties back to back.
Said it too early. 1 second burned off the clock that time. All right, here we go. We got the clock's running now. 50 seconds left to go in the quarter.
Been a weird third quarter. I mean, there's just not a whole lot. Blytheville had a good drive.
Had a good drive, and then a good turnover on downs by our defense.
A lot of grass.
Dakota Cameron.
He's got a lot of grass.
A lot of grass.
Oh, don't make that cut.
Made a cut back. He should have went to the sideline.
Yeah.
I tell my Pee Wee players that they always want to make that juke and cut. I blame it on Madden. They play a lot of Madden.
He had nothing but green out to
nothing but green if he would have kept going, but they like to make that cut up for whatever reason. He'll look on that film and be like, "Man, I should have made that cut up."
Well, on the positive side, he does stay in bounds, so that clock will run. I think the Wildcats are going to let it run out here.
Yeah.
So
Going
into the fourth quarter, Wildcats lead.
Wildcats lead 23-15. Man, what a good quarter. I mean, again, we controlled the clock, and that's exactly what we wanted to do.
Well, and again, Rico Hunt, Jake Osmond. I don't know if you're watching on your phones or not out there, but man, miss you guys.
Yeah, get better,
get
guys.
Better.
It's not any fun missing these games, but more importantly is your health. So
yeah, and these guys are battling for you out here.
They're playing hard.
And we hadn't talked about our managers tonight, but I see Jada Matthews down there, and I know Cody runs some camera.
She runs the camera and really enjoys it.
Carly Hicks, glad to see her down there. Her family had a little bit of a scare a week or 2 ago, coming back from a ball game.
Yep.
I think that's Carly. If it's not, I apologize, Carly. I thought that was you.
Evan was in that as well.
All right, so.
All right, here we go. Fourth quarter.
This is where it's made.
Need to put some time on the clock. There we go. Had to yell at the guys over here.
We're gonna have to get on Pastor Williams and
Yeah,
J.
we
Paul
got
down there. Is
the
that
preacher squad up here.
got Pastor Maley in there?
Yeah, got all the pastors up here. And
Hey, I can vouch. It's tense running that score
it
clock.
is. Everybody gets mad at you.
And people are wanting to conversate, and you got to focus on the field. And you're like, I don't want to make a mistake. The junior high game a couple weeks ago, I was bragging on myself to the officials. Jeremy Cook was back there, and I said, me and John are like a pro crew. Very first pass, incomplete pass, I let the clock run.
Yeah.
I looked down there and they're wind it up, but we didn't make any more mistakes.
No, we would just make sure the referees
Making sure they were paying attention.
They're earning their money. You make sure they're earning money.
So Wildcats will punt.
Yeah, looks like a punt. Yeah, that's a good punt.
Great punt. Have you noticed the visor?
Yeah,
for Blytheville, it lights up. It reflects off the lights, and it looks like a blue light flashing.
I
know it sounds crazy. I don't think it would be. I mean, I've even seen some of the players from the sideline when they turn. Yeah, you can see one right in front of us, but
it may just be that clear visor, but it does look blue.
Yeah, when the light hits
earlier.
it.
Like he's got his blue lights on.
Well, Coach Cook, or is that Coach Phillips out there? That's Coach Phillips out there talking to the white hat. He was wanting to get clarification on something.
On a bracelet. I think Efren wears a lot of bracelets in the game, and I don't know if he has to have those taped up or.
Yeah, it's kind of odd to find that in the start of the fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter, yeah. I think he's probably just going to tape them up or take them off. And good eye by the referee to spot those bracelets. They can't see holdings, but they
can see the bracelets. And you got to wrap up these backs. Man, they can move. I think our defense has played well. These are some good running backs.
They absolutely are. Kinsey Brown there with another run.
So the clock's going to click under 11 minutes here in the ball game. Wildcats lead 23-15.
Another handoff to Brown.
Makes a good cut. He picks up another couple yards and cuts.
Another first down for the Chickasaws, who majority of the Trumann Wildcats play both ways. So when they switch out, not a whole lot of them come off the field, and that's just Iron Man football. It's been that way for years here in Trumann, and sometimes that happens. You want your best players out there, and best players help you win the game. Pass immediately went down, about a 5-yard pass.
The Wildcats kind of control their own destiny here in the fourth quarter, as they've got an 8-point lead that they're going to force Blytheville even on a score to go for 2. But I'd much rather them not score.
Right.
Let's get a defensive stop.
I agree. Let's get a stop. Be second down and 6 here. Put Chickasaws in their own territory. Be a handoff to Brown again. And he gets stopped immediately. Good tackle right there. Tried to go up the middle, and they said, They're going to push him back. Bring down. Third down and 6 for the Wildcat.
I know Peyton Callahan. I hadn't mentioned him a whole lot tonight, but he's been double teamed all night. He's had to battle, and he's a force on that edge. Blytheville knows it, and he.
Back to Pastor Bly wants a long bomb, and they overthrew him.
Yeah, he was
up fourth down.
Pretty good throw by the quarterback. Another step, and it's right on the money.
Yeah, the quarterback is slinging around a little bit. We've noticed that he's not always accurate, or his receiver just can't catch up to it. And that's what that play is designed to do. He just throws it out there. The receiver's supposed to run, catch up, and they couldn't make it happen there. And they may be punting this.
Yeah, it looks like they're bringing in 4 or 5 guys bringing out, so that makes you think they could punt.
Yeah.
You'll have Gavin Greenwell back deep for the Wildcats.
There we go. It's going to be a punt now. We blocked it. Sorry about that. I'm going to have to watch the game again. We're just going to run away from it, let it run down. It's actually a really good punt right there down to the 25-yard line. That's where the Wildcats will take over with 9:12 left in the game. Your Trumann Wildcats still lead 23-15, and what a game this has been.
Yeah, it's been a really good ball game. I mean, the Wildcats have played good against another good ball club tonight. Blytheville comes into this game 5-2. I mean, a chance to finish second, third in the conference,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Truman has just come up and said, we don't care where you came from or how good you're playing, we come to play
We're
ball.
trying to win some football games, and man, it's been a great game so far. If we can just hold on to this lead and get this win, it'll be a huge win for these players.
Well, and it's been a pretty clean game, too.
Yeah, it absolutely has, and especially the players that have gotten hurt tonight. You know, I mean, that whenever it seems like when a player goes down, the team is like, you know what, let's go fight. They give them something else to fight for.
That's the old Representative Rye down there. He's
Oh, so
kissing
he's down there
babies and shaking hands and kissing babies.
Yeah, shaking babies and kissing hands.
Yeah.
That's another run right there by Cade.
Man, Cade just makes some cuts. Cade didn't think he was down. He thought he fell on top of the defender, but they blew the whistle.
Down the 33-yard line, brings up 2nd and 2 for the Wildcats. Second and 2, we got 8:36 left in this game. Wildcats lead, obviously 23-15. I can't keep forgetting y'all can see the score now.
Yeah.
Just couldn't see the score.
Hey, we're just trying to stay on top of our game.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. We're just trying to make it better. Try to make the best viewing possibility out there.
False
That's gonna be a
start.
false start.
I didn't see movement, but I'm out.
I think who's that beside him? The other back there moved forward a little
Yeah, I
bit.
think
Who's that?
Cade or Coda. I think
yeah.
Coda moved a little
I think
bit.
I think he leaned forward. That's a chance you take there. I mean, can you fall backwards? Can you go backwards? We talked about that last night.
If you
go backwards, is it okay?
I don't know.
As if you're running in motion.
I see Tony Postel in the backfield, the sophomore, getting plenty of playing time tonight. He played significant this year, but a couple injuries tonight's forced him in on both sides of the ball, and he's stepping
one-on-one
up.
coverage on the outside here. We'll see if he takes a shot. It's a handoff. There he goes.
He's off to the races.
He's off to the races.
We talked about it.
Absolutely. There's another weapon. It's Coda Cameron.
We talked about Coda Cameron. They're saying he's down, not even close. We talked about Coda early in the game, and that's what he can do for you.
Absolutely. They thought that they'd recover.
The official's saying there's no way it was down.
He was down.
So the Wildcats, I'd like to see the final stats. They put up some massive yards on the ground tonight.
Absolutely, and it's not just one player. I mean, it's 2, 3, 4 players involved with Evatt being the short down back, and then you got
Murphy Williams with the wheels, and
Murphy and Cade, and now Coda. You know, I mean, they you just never know who's going to get the ball running out of this offense. And Coda Cameron with a huge play right there. Thank you, Miss Norton. We appreciate the compliment. Well, we just enjoy watching Wildcat football.
good run up the middle by Eli Evatt.
There's our short down back right there by Evatt. He's a clock killer.
Gonna bring up second and about 4.
2nd and 4 for the Wildcats.
I see a few of the Blytheville players with their hands on their hips sucking some air, but that's what this offense will do to you.
Yeah, I'm looking at them too. I think a lot of them play both ways as well, and it's a long game. This offense will do that to you. We just run after run after run after run, and they'll throw a sprinkle in a throw every now and then.
Well, and the mental aspect of it, like we've talked about, you never know who's getting the ball. You never know what direction it's going.
You got to have great eye discipline. It's going to go to Evatt, and Murphy's going to fake the throw, and he's good for a first down.
And it's little things like that in practice always. Just like Murphy faking that throw there. That's a big part of that play.
Yeah.
I mean, and he does a good job. And Murphy's played a lot since he's been a sophomore. Good ball player, good athlete. The Wildcats will miss him next year. They've got several seniors that they'll miss, but good underclassmen coming up as well. And that 9th grade bunch is pretty strong.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that's the first down for the Wildcats from the 12-yard line, so not quite first and goal yet.
On a score here by the Wildcats, I'm not going to say it shuts it out, but boy, it sure seals it pretty good.
Yeah. 6 minutes left here in the game. Run by Murphy.
He's right up there.
Cut it up down to the 4-yard line, probably.
Yeah, around the 3 to 4 yard line. Great run by Murphy. Almost got into the end zone there. He's already got 1 touchdown tonight.
And brings up second and 1, ball on the 3-yard line, so they can still get a first down and get first and goal. Got two wide receivers spread out to the left.
Williams with the ball.
It's Williams for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Wildcat. The senior with another score on the night.
And relatively easy right there, that run. I mean, I don't know if they even touched him. They may have got him at the very end, but great series right there by the Wildcats to go down and score late in this game.
And kudos to this coaching staff. I mean, they had a good game plan coming into this ball game tonight. And as a coach, when you come off of 2 games like we've just come out of, it's hard to get your team back up. It's hard.
And they have done a phenomenal. This coaching staff has done a phenomenal job getting it. So they're going to go for 2 here. What do you say it's going to happen? Nope. Murphy.
He's going to get there.
Murphy's going to get there. Runs it out wide. Yep. Absolutely. So it's going to be. Fix the score here on the scoreboard.
It's going to be 31-15.
31-15.
31-15. So Blytheville not only has to score twice, but has to also get 2 two-point conversions.
I guess I saved that. Hold on a second. Let me do the score again. 31-15. 31.
We'll get that.
I'm trying to figure out how to save this here. Update the score. That's me and you. Why does it do that? It switches over. Okay. There we go. There we go. Hey, look at it. So that was switching over the booth. We'll bring it in the booth real quick. There's Kevin. I'm John. And with a fun game. It's been a fun game. Man, you really see my bald head shining off that light. Look at that.
Got some gray coming in.
Got some gray coming in there, Kevin.
I know.
Yeah. All right, back to the real game.
So a big series for the Wildcats.
Huge.
We got 5:06.
5:06. That puts us up by 2 scores.
Yeah, see my dad leaving the game. He's coming off a total knee replacement. This is the first game he's been able to make it out to, and he made it nearly the whole ball game. So
down there talking to Ray, probably talking about his game tomorrow. Francisco, that's fun to say. Francisco Matos. He goes by Ray. Got a big 6th grade playoff game tomorrow.
Big game for those kids. It's kind of their last game before they start playing school ball.
What happened? All right, we froze up there for a second. All right, we're good now.
So Wildcats did their pooch kick all but one time tonight. We'll see what they do here. Blytheville does have somebody back deep, so.
All right, here we go. Let's see if he tries another fake.
Yeah, we're gonna kick it.
Fake. No, he didn't do it this time.
No,
that's a different player anyway. But last time we had the issue of was it a fair catch or not, and obviously it was, and the referees got it right. So, all right, big defensive stand here, and the Wildcats will bring home this win.
And I see Coach Phillips talking, and I got a feeling he's telling Parks, "Don't get beat deep."
Don't get beat. Don't get beat. Because that's exactly what's going to. You think they have to go to the air here because they have to have 2 scores in 5 minutes in 6 seconds. Make sure we got everybody covered.
And we do look like we're eyeing up for the pass as we got.
I don't know why all of a sudden.
Stays inbound. Now he does get knocked out of bounds right there at the end of the play.
I don't know why this refresh rate is. Hey, Justin. All of a sudden,
we apologize for the technical difficulties. We're getting a little bit of freeze up here.
Last week, I don't know if I did something. Like it's starting to get glitchy again.
So first down by Blytheville with the pass. They're going to go to the air again. Ball intercepted. It freezes up.
Cade Hatton. Sorry, we're trying to get it fixed for you, but the ball is intercepted by Cade.
He's still on his feet, and he gets out of bounds there. Sorry about the delay, but
yeah, we fixed this last week. I got to figure out how to fix it.
So if you do get to see it here in a minute, it looks like it skipped through it. But Cade Hatton, the ball was tipped in the air. He intercepts it. So the Wildcats
He tipped it up in the air, and then he caught it. I'm not sure what I did here. I didn't think I did anything.
I don't know that you did anything. You
I
just changed the score.
And next thing you know, it's let me try this. I don't know if that'll help or not, but
It looks like we got even a hair more delay, maybe, but Wildcats 2-score lead here. 4:41 to go in the ball game, so let's run that time off that clock.
Hey, you remember what that was, Justin, last week? Oh, I can't. Hey, Justin trying to run the scoreboard out here. There's a flag on the play. Hold on a second. I'm going to try to get this better. I'm not sure how to do it again.
Well, that play right there, Murphy Williams was on the carry, but we had a flag, most likely going to be a hold. It'll move the Wildcats back, but they ran about 11 seconds off the clock, and it is. They declined that penalty. That'll bring up second down and about 18, second and 18. So second and 18 for the Wildcats. Clock continues to run.
The refresh rate starts to drop on this thing. I'm not sure. It's dropping to 16 frames. I'm not sure how to fix it. We're going to keep working on it.
Another flag, Murphy on the run again. And it'll be another hold against the Wildcats. So we've played a fairly penalty-free game, and then the Wildcats with 4 holding penalties here in the fourth quarter. But again, that clock continues to run. We're down to about 4:15 in the ball game. And they did decline that penalty, opting for third down. So 3rd and 18 for the Wildcats. We'll call it 3rd and 19. So 3rd and 19 for the Wildcats. And I did get an update from Grant Henley. Cade has 10 carries for 103 yards, so averaging over 10 yards a carry. Just a phenomenal night for the junior. Grant, we appreciate the stat update. So Murphy Williams and Cade Hatton. Murphy should be close to the century mark. A couple of touchdowns. Cade Hatton with a touchdown, an interception. So Cade's going to get the ball again.
Good run for Cade. That's pretty close to a first down. I'm not sure he made it yet, but
so that's going to put him right at 119, 120 yards on 11 carries. Cade had a huge game the last time we played at home. He, he plays big all the time, but he has been phenomenal at home this year.
He has. He's had a great season.
He has.
Man, he's had a all-state season. Hopefully we make that state tournament. I'm still trying to fix the glitchy part of this thing. I don't know what happened to the camera. We're working on it. Again, we don't control the camera. It's a huddle camera, so it just follows the ball, follows what goes on. And I'm trying to look through the properties here and figure out if I can fix this refresh rate or not. But I'm not real techy when it comes to this thing. He's busy on something else. So
we've got a full house up here.
Yeah,
Justin's
absolutely
running at about 75% of it. And I'm hearing some little bit of chatter down there. This win guarantees a playoff berth, is what I'm hearing them saying. If we beat Rivercrest, maybe that cements a home game.
Right.
And the Wildcats, I believe, travel to Rivercrest next week, don't they?
I know we play them sometime.
I think we travel to Rivercrest and then we cap off the season at home against Harrisburg. Or the regular season, I should say.
That's way behind.
We have gotten kind of way behind here, so we'll try our best not to spoil it, but we're about a 10-second delay here. But Cade Hatton just picks up. probably hear another Wildcat first down. Is that may put Cade close to 130 yards, over 130 after that carry. So he's going to get a breather here.
Hey,
We've got 3:30. We've got 3:30 to go here in the ball game.
It's 10 seconds, it's 5 seconds behind me. So.
Wildcats lead 31-15. Both teams with one timeout remaining.
I didn't change anything. I didn't think I did, but
Yeah,
you
we're gonna
changed
have
something last week
We're gonna have
to make it better.
It's gonna be a false start against the Wildcats.
Oh, okay. I don't know what happened. When I changed the scores, when it happened.
Really?
Yeah. Well, it looks like it's back to better now. Okay, maybe it's better now. It's a magic touch. You didn't do anything, did you?
Justin Smith come in here and put his magical look on it.
We hope it helps the glitch.
It's almost right on now, maybe a half-second delay.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, we're right here close. Thank you, Miss Fagan, Miss Rosetta.
Man, I love Rosetta and Joey.
Absolutely. That's a run by Murphy out to the left. With 3:20 left in this game.
Rosetta and Joey probably getting geared up for some Lady Wildcat basketball. As their granddaughter, a sophomore, but has been on the high school team since she was a freshman.
Right.
Got pulled up from junior high, so I know they expect big things out of her this year. Can shoot the three. And I have to give her daddy credit. OJ could shoot the three back in the day.
Could he?
Yes, he
OJ
could. So we got a timeout, Blytheville.
That's probably a good thing because Murphy's kind of limping around. Our backup quarterback is not here. Jake had to lead the game earlier.
Well, and then I know they don't call it a quarterback, but Rico has played third string.
Yeah,
so
he was a third string.
we start getting four deep.
Yeah, it's just going to be direct snaps to Worm and Coda Cameron back there.
Tony
Murphy,
Postel has played a little bit of quarterback in junior high.
He did, yeah. That's right.
Back there.
I forgot about Tony.
Rico didn't play until this year. Hadn't played football since 6th grade, and comes out this year, and he's
contributed every single time he's touched the field. He's contributed. And
he runs it so hard too. He puts that shoulder down. Tough kid. See old Carson Smith there on the sideline, nothing but smiles, and he should be. He's had a couple sacks tonight. Been in on a few game tackles.
3:18 left in this game. 31-15. Trumann leads the Blytheville Chickasaws. It is 2nd and 13 for the Wildcats.
And Murphy getting a good breather down there. I doubt we'll see him the remainder of the game. There's no sense in throwing him in there. Looks like the Wildcats are going to wrap this win up, barring something crazy.
It will be Tony with the ball. He's already
grabbed by the sophomore. Tony said, "Give me that ball."
Yeah. We call him Little Tony. He's not so little anymore.
No, he is not. He's probably grown an inch, 2 inches over the last year. Just a thick built kid and runs it hard.
2:45 remaining here in the ball game, as the Chickasaws can no longer stop the clock with a timeout. Break 3rd down and 8 from the Trumann 41. It looks like Murphy's running back into the game.
Hey, I called it wrong again.
Yeah,
I thought they'd leave him out.
3, 2, and they're going to have to call a timeout. Murphy didn't get in there quick enough. Well, he was in there. They just weren't on the line quick enough. So a timeout with 2:28 left in the ball game, and barring something just unbelievably, the Trumann Wildcats are going to take this one home for a win, and it's a big win. Anytime you go against Blytheville, who is always a good football team with a bunch of athletic kids, they were 5-2 coming on the season. We needed a win to get back to 500, and that's exactly what our kids did. They come out and they fought hard.
Well, and I don't want to play that complete underdog role, but I'm telling you, coming into this game tonight, I'm going to guess anybody outside of Trumann was not giving Trumann a chance.
No.
I mean, this was going to be a game. Blytheville was having a better year than they've had in a handful of years. they expected to come in here and be 6-2 and a chance to finish
I'm
possibly second.
I'm going to go ahead and say this, and the coaches may get mad at me, but our starters had a whole lot of rest last week against Pocahontas, so that may help as well.
They did that.
Unfortunately. But they brought it back this week. Coda Cameron again with a run.
Coda with the big play, I believe, late in the third quarter or early quarter.
That's going to be first down. And they cannot stop the clock with 2 minutes and 15 seconds remaining as it's still rolling.
These Wildcats have rolled up some yards.
Fourth down. It's going to be fourth down and about 4th and 1 for the Wildcats. They'll let this thing get all the way down because the Chickasaws can't stop the clock.
We haven't had to pass tonight, but unofficially we're 3 for 3, 4 for 4.
Right.
I mean, passing the ball tonight. We've ate
the
clock.
Those are good percentages whenever you only pass the ball 3 or 4 times. Just ate this whole clock up. There you go. Call it about 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2. There you go. It's going to be a first down for the Wildcats.
Yeah. Still.
First down for the Wildcats.
Big
nice
Tony.
run right there. And that all but ends the game because they can't stop the clock. We can nail it down. That's going to be a Wildcat win.
Yeah, so the Wildcats are going to walk out of here with a big conference win tonight at home. And
man, we couldn't be more proud.
No. Well, Rivercrest beating Gosnell 42-13 in the third quarter. We just got a score update on that, and we got a tough conference.
We do.
Golly.
Every single week, you better bring your A game.
I mean, you got
in the 4A.
Yeah. And that'll be it. The Wildcats are going to kneel here twice to run out the clock. They'll have to do it one more time, I think.
Man, what a great win, Kevin. Man, I'm super proud of our Wildcats tonight.
And this home crowd's on their feet right now, and they're proud of them. I'm happy for these kids. We've got a good group of kids down there, and we don't talk about that enough. But see them in town. They're being well mannered. I like picking at them. A lot of times, I got a lot of them out in my driveway playing basketball.
Absolutely. They're we got a bunch of good kids, and they really like the Pee-wee football players. I see them come up to my son all the time and tell him congratulations on his game. And that's the ball game, people. We got 9 seconds left and it's rolling out, and that's going to be a Trumann Wildcat win against a very good, reliable Chickasaw football team. So Trumann takes on the win 31-15, and we'll see you here in a couple of weeks. And man.
Yeah,
good job.
I enjoyed it, John. Everybody have a good safe weekend. We did. And you get to kill it tomorrow.
We get to kill it tomorrow at the Miss Wildcat pageant. So everybody have a good night, and we'll see you soon.